Now let's take a look at our daily startup procedure. These are the steps we want to take early in the day before we actually start running our printer. The first thing we want to do is twofold. We want to inspect the ink levels. We also are going to shake these inks. So to get the cartridges out, we push the release lever and then we take the cartridge out. Then we take the cartridge and we just gently shake it. 5 or 6 times, just like that, okay? You don't want to vigorously shake this, just a nice gentle shake, and we want to do that for all of our cartridges. Now, at the same time, we're also checking the ink level. You can actually feel the weight of it, as well as see inside here. Now you can actually even see this magenta is getting a little low. Okay, there's still enough in here, but you want to keep an eye on this. So I know now that I definitely have to keep an eye on my magenta. The machine isn't going to tell you that there aren't ink in these cartridges. You got to keep an eye on them. Alright, we'll close the cover. Now we're going to do the most important thing. We need to do a nozzle check each day. So now let's take a look at doing the nozzle check. So we're going to place our transparency. Now this transparency has the most recent previous nozzle check on it. Remember, we want to be able to compare them. So we'll put this up here. Let it stick off the front by about an inch, inch and a quarter. Over to this side, just make sure it doesn't hit the side of the machine. So now I'm going to push the platen in by hand to see how we are. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, now we're going to hold the bed up button to set the height. Hold it till it stops. And now we're going to load the platen along with the transparency into the machine. Hit the load button. Now we're going to go into menu. We're going to go down to test print, menu. We're on nozzle check, menu. We're on manual, menu, and print, enter. We'll let it do its little test print. Now, if you ever go to do a nozzle check, it is possible that you'll hit the menu button and the machine, if it's in a hibernate mode, which is where the green light is here and it's flashing, it's pulsing, okay? When you see that, the machine's actually in what we call a hibernation mode. It's possible that when you hit the menu button, the printhead is going to move off the capping station and back to kind of wake up again. So if you experience that, that's perfectly normal. And then the menu will become live again. The menu doesn't become live unless you have that ready status. Okay, and now, again, I would put this in front of something light in color to see the color sections, and then in front of something dark to see the white, and I have an excellent nozzle check here. If we didn't get a good nozzle check, of course we would do 1 or 2 cleanings. We would simply hold the menu button for approximately 3 seconds and it would go into a head cleaning. The other thing that's very important with your head cleanings is after you do them, sometimes you'll do nozzle checks and they appear to get worse. If you ever have that situation, let the machine sit. Walk away for between 10 and 30 minutes and let that ink kind of settle and repressurize, and then do another nozzle check. This needs to be done each and every day. The last part of our daily startup routine would be to inspect our waste bottle. So we'll open our door and check the bottle. Okay, when this is about half to 2/3 full, no more than that, you really want to dump it out. Okay, and I like to, after I dump it, I like to rinse it out with hot water and then wipe it out with a paper towel. Just keep the machine as new looking as possible. Again, make sure that when you do take the lid off that you close this valve, but make sure you open it back up again once you put the waste bottle back in place. That's just going to prevent things from dripping down into the bottom of the machine. It's still a good idea to put a little paper towel or something under there just in case it drips. We just want to keep this machine nice and clean. And that's our daily startup routine.